Hey guys, so quick update on my new job and kind of the state of affairs right now. So I've been given kind of a 2 week trial run, and then as of this Friday, this Friday, I'm going to start officially part time, and that's because I don't yet have full time availability because I'm still working at my school. I could probably swing it, but the reality is, the times I'm available in the U.S. time zones are kind of useless, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning after work and things like that. So it's far better I do it what time I have in the mornings, which is pretty cool. There's a nice overlap. I can pretty much have a normal work day right around from about 8 a.m. onward to 4 or 5 or so, which is great. So once I sell my school, I relocate back to my house, which actually in Japan they call them mansions, mansion, which is basically an apartment. Well, it is. That's what it is. Um, we have what's called a bunjo mansion, which is a condo. We bought it. What year is it? 11 years ago, 11 and a half years ago, when we were just my wife and I. And since then we've had 3 kids. It used to seem like this like palatial, huge place because we were living in a much smaller. We call them 1 LDK, which is 1 bedroom, living, dining, kitchen. It was literally about the size of a shipping container, which is fine if you just go there to sleep and watch TV or whatever. But anyways, I digress. So that's where I'm going to be relocating. Probably by November, I would think. Maybe December. So that's something to look forward to. I'll have no commute, no more rent or parking to pay for my school, no more school, and a lot more kind of just freedom to pursue programming. But in the interim, I'm waiting to hear back from my landlord if he wants to change the rent before I advertise, because naturally I'm going to have to be able to tell people, how many students I have, what the expenses are, and then a price for the school, which I still haven't completely decided on. I don't want to go over the top with it, but I don't want to end up basically just giving it away. Either I invested a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of energy over the years, and so whoever buys it needs to buy it and understand, like, hey, this is a big investment. Take it seriously, because I built it up from nothing, and that's been a really good accomplishment, but then I just don't really want to pursue it anymore, There's literally nothing's going to change. Just get some new students, lose some old students, and so on and so forth until I'm too old to do it, which, I don't know, it just doesn't sound that fun. So anyways, about the job, it's going pretty well. It's basically, I'm just on Slack and responding to people, pulling their code down, finding what's wrong, kind of conferring with the other support coaches and the main boss, and getting used to that. It's I think I'm going to probably have to invest in some tools. Camtasia is the program. I think that's going to be really handy for making videos. A lot of the free or cheaper stuff out there, just it's not reliable. Stuff happens. So that's been good. I've been spending a lot of time, well, as much as I can when I'm not busy, watching code reviews, which is going to be like the next step for me. So the majority of what support coaches do is they're online for like set amounts of time. They cover different parts of the day. And then if a student has a guidance request, they fill out this form saying, this is the app I'm working on, this is the issue. Follow these steps to recreate the issue, and this is what I want to happen, this is what's happening, etc. And sometimes they're pretty complex. Like it'll be some weird thing with like deploying a React app to Heroku, or giving a database call to like filter back to the front end, more full stack type stuff. And other times they're pretty simple, like there's some error in CSS, or someone they're calling a URL and it's the wrong file path, stuff like that. So far, I've been able to handle most of what's come my way. I'm staying away from the big, scary, full-stack stuff for the moment, but I'm keeping an eye on the solutions, especially the deployment. I hate deploying to Heroku. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't done it that much, but it's always just some seems so over the top, you know. But this is coming from someone who's, you know, really the majority of my work until recently has been with WordPress, which is it's an awesome platform, but very, very different from really building your own apps from the ground up. So I'm really looking forward to just getting better and better at this. Right now I'm juggling a lot, this school and this new work, but my boss is being very accommodating. So the first month starting in October will be half time at half salary, which is fair, you know. And then I'm hoping by November I can be out of this. We'll see. But so far so good. The work seems really interesting. It's hard to do from here in my school because there's always distractions. You know, I'm literally in the lobby of my school right now. Here, I'll show you. So that's the door to the classroom over there, and then that is the main road. That building out there is an elementary school. You can see there's traffic going up and down, and those signs on the windows. One of them is a free trial lesson, and the other one is just saying how many parking spots I have. So, you know, I wasn't really thinking about studying programming when I opened just now over 6 years ago, but it slowly evolved into that, got deeper and deeper into it, and it seemed like a smarter and smarter thing to do because Japan's nice and all, but the opportunities are quite limited, especially in this area, in terms of like working in the immediate area. But I'm very, very happy to have landed a position, you know, that allows me to work remotely and allows me to focus on really like fun, cutting edge programming stuff and to work with really talented people. So once everything's settled, again, hopefully end of November at the latest, I'm going to use this next 1 or 2 years to just really build my skill set so I can get inside of any app and debug it and understand it down to the ground. It's hard to get off the ground as a beginner because you end up, most of you have probably heard of it, in tutorial purgatory, where you're following tutorials and you're putting things together and you're debugging, and sometimes you figure it out, but you don't really have a full understanding of what you're doing, and it can take a while to get that. So having this type of chance where I'm being paid to work with code and figure out problems is very motivating. I think sometimes you need that extra kick. Excuse me. It's kind of a healthy amount of pressure, not too much, you know, where like, I'm going to quit my job and give myself 6 months to land my first job. That's crazy talk. You don't want to go doing that. But at the same time, if you're just watching tutorials and coding along for, you know, 3, 4, 5 years, that's a bit crazy too. There has to be something in the middle where you're progressing and you're challenging yourself. So I'm going to use this opportunity to do just that. And then from there, you know, also along the way, what's also very, very important is to network, or reach out to people, LinkedIn, even Facebook, chat with people. I've made one pretty legit developer friend. Just on Facebook we talk, and he's gotten into my code with a few times and helped me out when I was starting, you know, with simple apps like the to-do app with Vanilla.js or a calculator app and things like that. And you can form relationships that way. You know, you become friends and they know you're hardworking and you're actually trying to learn, which not everybody is, by the way. There are those who kind of want to call themselves coders, but they don't really put the work in and progress and learn. That's true with just about anything. So anyways, the video's gone on long enough. I just wanted to kind of put an update and let people know what's going on. And I've done that. So until next time.